Barbecue is synonymous with Kansas City, so it's the perfect setting for the largest grilling lesson in history. We are joined by 9-time world champion pitmaster Chris Lilly, as well as Weber grill master Kevin Coleman this morning. Thanks so much for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. What is happening today?
Well, we are going to set the record, the world record for the largest grilling lesson. We're going to have probably 360 people out there that we're going to teach how to cook these beautiful Smithfield prime back ribs and also roasted garlic and herb marinated pork chops.
Oh, sounds delicious. And I love that you're going for this record. And you're also giving us a little lesson today. What are we doing?
So we're going to focus on ribs. And I think the best part about this world record is you have the best pork in Smithfield. You have one of the best, if not the best, barbecuers in the world, and you have a Weber grill, which is setting this whole perfect scenery for barbecue. And so when you look at Chris, he's going to show you how to break these things down, and then I'm going to help finish him up when we're done.
All right.
This is really, this should not be intimidating to go out in your backyard, fire up the charcoal grill, hang out with your friends and family for about 3 or 4 hours, just smelling the food and starting out with this beautiful pork right here.
Yeah.
Let's start out with how we prep it. First of all, look how meaty and juicy that rib is. So we're going to peel the membrane. You can do that with a dry paper towel.
Okay.
You just
Why do you want that
peel that right off? Because it lets more flavor get into the meat. And also the membrane cooks up to the consistency of like wax paper. And you don't want that on at the end of the cook.
Right.
You want to take that, you want to season both sides really good.
Okay. So your favorite rub?
Favorite rub. This is sort of a salty sweet rub. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to get this on the grill. The trick is away from the coals. So you want to push all your charcoal to one side, and you want to put the ribs away from the coals, cover it with the lid, and just sit back and relax. Low temperature. It's going to take you about 3.5 to 4 hours, but that's the time you can enjoy with your friends and family.
You make it sound so easy.
It is easy. And there we go.
And this is what we get. So what are people going to learn today in this lesson? Just this?
We're going to learn time and temperature. We're going to learn how to manage the Weber grill.
Okay.
So that's the key too, is you have good pork. It's teaching people how to set up the grills properly, so that way all they have to do is put their meat on, relax. We're going to have a blast out there, but the setup is just important, right? So when you look at barbecue, it's give me a good grill, give me good meat, give me good seasoning, give me good instruction, which we'll provide. And you've got a pretty awesome equation for good barbecue. Also, besides the grill setup, time and temperature, Too many people overcook or undercook their meat. So we're going to teach people the proper internal temperature of pork chops. We're going to teach people how to select the best pork at their grocery store. Number one, look for the Smithfield name. But if you can't find out, you want to look for 2 things. You want color and marbling.
What color? You
want a reddish pink color as opposed to a pinkish red color, and you want plenty of marbling, and that's sort of the fat strands in the meat. That will ensure that your ribs will come out moist and juicy. The other way to ensure is just look for the Smithfield name.
Okay, so where can people find these? Smithfield.
Sam's Club, Price Chopper.
Price Chopper.
I love it. Any other tips for grill? It's grilling season. We are in it right now. Any other tips for people? I love to push the coals to the side.
Definitely, that gives you 2 zones. That way we can cook both ribs, indirect heat, and pork chops, direct heat. You've got the high direct heat and you've got the indirect heat. It's really just simple in thinking through the process before you start. That way you have more time to enjoy your friends and family, and that's what the Smithfield Get Grilling campaign's all about, to encourage people how easy it is to get out in the backyard and enjoy life.
I love it. I noticed you guys didn't cut any of these up though for me to enjoy these ribs.
We've got it covered. We've got it covered.
Will you do the honors, my friend?
We will.
Well, you do that. Like we said, tonight's event involves trying to break a Guinness World Record. So we had to bring in a true professional to tell us exactly what goes into that. We are joined this morning by a real Guinness World Records adjudicator, Philip Robertson. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Okay, so what do these guys need to do tonight to make this happen?
So this is a brand new category for Guinness World Records, so we need to see at least 250 people in a grilling lesson.
Okay.
Now, a grilling lesson has to be at least an hour long. We need to be able to understand all of the content.
Okay.
And people need to be paying attention throughout, so no selfies. As much as Kevin likes relaxation around barbecues, this is going to be a full-on lesson. They're going to be learning and taking away some good information.
Okay, so because it's a new record, though, does it matter how long it goes?
We need to see at least 250. We need a benchmark number, which is an hour. So anybody else attempting it in the future then has a benchmark to play against.
I love that. So what is your role going to be?
I've got to be the stern British guy. So,
I was going to say, you sound so official, like it works.
So my job is rather like a referee in football or basketball. So I'm there to make sure the rules are followed and everyone takes part properly, but also the spirit of the attempt is followed through and everyone has fun, but does so that in a way that we can measure in the future.
I love that. So are you going to be taking photos? Does this need to be documented?
I will be taking photographs, and one of the requirements that I'm here for is I've got to be able to taste some of the food afterwards, because I love Kansas barbecue. It's just
Can you
phenomenal.
put me on that list for required?
Gina, you're utterly invited. You and I will have a prime place next to some prime beef.
I love it. If there's someone at home who may be thinking about breaking a world record themselves, any tips for them that they need to know?
Absolutely. They need some of the world's finest pork with Smithfield. Oh, sorry, no, that's a different record. So anyone can attempt a Guinness World Record. Go to guinnessworldrecords.com, apply for a record. We have between 60 and 80,000 applications for records a year. We have hundreds of thousands of categories. Anyone can apply,
Do they get you to show up at their house?
That's very rare. It's a bit of a shock some mornings. You applied for that record for the most cups stacked? Well, now's your moment. Doesn't work like that.
I love it.
But it's good fun.
All right, Philip, thank you so much. And again, the Smithfield's Guinness World Record's largest grilling lesson attempt is happening tonight at 6 p.m. It's in the Arrowhead Stadium parking lot. The event is first come, first served, and the first 300 people to check in are guaranteed a spot. So fun.